To Decision 2020 now, in the surge in absentee voting, the Wisconsin Elections Commission says that as of today, Brown County has sent out more than 63,000 absentee ballots. That's about 7 times the number on this day in 2016, the last presidential election. NBC 26's Jenna Bree shows us how areas are managing that number of ballots.
Most presidential election years, around 20 to 30% of voters in the village of Hobart request absentee ballots. But this year, they're already at 44%. And village clerk Erica Berger says she gets dozens of requests every day.
As they come in, we process them, we check them in, we keep them in the safe until election day when we're able to count them.
This safe right now is holding 1,200 completed ballots. Voters have until October 29th to request one, but Berger says do it sooner rather than later.
We always make every possible attempt to get a hold of our voters to make sure that everything's filled out properly. You know, we want their vote to count as much as they do.
The village of Hobart has just one polling place, St. Joseph Parish. It's also where all the absentee ballots will be counted, with a machine, of course. But they can't be opened until Election Day.
I get there bright and early and finish putting everything together right before we open.
The city of Green Bay has sent out around 21,000 ballots so far. Mayor's office chief of staff Celestine Jeffries says it's likely we won't have results at 10 p.m. on Election Day.
People really need to be prepared for that. There's going to be a lot of absentee ballots to be counted.
And everyone will just have to be patient while waiting for the outcome.
Their friends and their family and their neighbors have voted absentee. And you should want those people who you love and know, you should want their ballots to count just as much as yours if you went to the polls on Election Day.
And that was NBC 26's Jenna Bree reporting. At this point, absentee ballots only need to be postmarked on Election Day, and they can now be received after Election Day. That isn't normally how it all works under state law. That was a decision made by a court. Those questions remain, and just this afternoon, the state's Supreme Court ruled that Republican lawmakers can appeal that federal ruling that extended the deadline for receiving and thus counting those ballots. This will continue an ongoing legal battle about that deadline. You can find answers to all of your voting questions on our website, NBC26.com. Just look for